So if someone wanted to start a podcast on their own, and I think it's just something I want to do, what advice would you give those people?
Sure. Well, there's really two types of podcasts, and people can make distinctions if they want, but in my mind, there's really two types of podcasts. There's one called the rant, all right, and that's the singular podcast where it's just you ranting, and ranting doesn't mean just complaining. It means it's a single person going on about a number of subjects, a single subject or a number of subjects. Okay. It doesn't have to be in a negative fashion. It can be in a positive fashion, but it is the fact that it's a single person. And then you have the interview style, which is this style. This is the two or more involved in a podcast. And I'll tell you right now, if you're interested in podcasting, the easiest and most attractive way to a client base that you're going after is the interview style. It is very difficult to do a single one. It's not impossible. People have that capability. There are plenty who do it really well, but there's only few who do it really well. If you can talk, if you can go on and on about a subject. Now, a podcast, there's a misconception that a podcast has to be a long, 20, 30, 40-minute show, an hour show. You can have a podcast that's 5 to 7 minutes. The problem is that if you're not an entertaining person, if you're not somebody who can talk on and on and on about a particular subject, even if it's only for 5 to 7 minutes, you're going to have a real difficult time. Now, you can overcome that. It's just a matter of being able to blueprint your subjects, being able to talk on subjects. You want to be able to ask yourself questions and provide those answers in your own conversations. It's almost like you're going to be talking to yourself, but as if somebody else is there. So if you want to get started, I would highly suggest doing interview style. It's a lot easier because you can play off one another. It's like being out at a bar. You're having a conversation with somebody, and it's very easy to continue on a conversation path with somebody else there because they might say something, and it triggers something in your mind to ask or to add on to provide more value in that conversation rather than doing it alone. Doing it alone, there's going to be a lot of scripting involved. You're going to have to put some points. A lot of times, Wayne, we've kind of, put a list together of things that we'll talk about, but we don't have to like blueprint it as much as if you would have to do it if you're doing it on your own. Because